Goddamn cheating Canadians.
I knew it. You guys were hiding it deep down.
The entire time. Your camera's mega blurry, by the way. Just want to
Really? Hold on.
Yeah. For once, it's not me, not this guy.
Is my
Audio
mic fine?
works. Yeah, your mic's fine. Your camera's just a little blurry. There you go. You're
okay.
coming back into focus. Slowly but surely. Welcome into Great North Sports.
I move around a lot. I talk with my hands.
Can't help it. You get. It's that non-Italian influence.
100%. Zero Italian in me, but I do a lot of this.
I don't know, man. We got to get an ancestry test on there because I think there might be some.
That or a different kind of test. So it's Italians and the others doing stuff with their hands.
The tisms?
Something like that.
We said the loud part, the quiet part out loud again. Welcome into Great North Sports. That's Dubs. I'm Armchair.
My camera was hella blurry.
Yeah,
Jeez.
we're gonna kick off with everybody's favorite sport, and we just wanted to get into this right away. We got so normally this is how it goes. We get on, we talk during the day like briefly, and then we get on mic on camera. And we start
15 minutes prior.
Yeah, and then we just start having a little chit chat about what we think we're gonna go. 10 minutes of curling talk. Not even joke. Legitimately.
We were late for the show today. We were ready. We were good to go. We were just having a separate curling conversation that absolutely should have had a mic on it, but whatever.
We spent 10 minutes talking about the curling and how electric it's been, which is why it's our poll question: is curling the most electric sport at the Olympics?
My life is fully consumed by curling right now, and like my only goal is just trying to get more into it.
I don't know how you don't. Like you got to
every 4 years the Winter Olympics come around. I'm like, man, I can't wait to watch some curling. I've never watched it to the extent that I have this go around, and God, am I having fun. I've watched every single U.S. game, mixed doubles, men's, women's. I've watched them all.
I think it's one of the only sports where every country has like some sort of like, not every, but a lot of countries have representation. There's a lot of matches. There's a lot. Everything. Every day, it's like, all right, so we're gonna have some curling in the morning, and then we're gonna have curling in the afternoon, and then
they're sometimes playing twice.
And then when we're done those games, the people who were playing in the morning are gonna come back and play again, because you got to play everybody. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. So if you haven't heard.
I want to go. I want to try it.
Well, you should try it, but
it looks fun.
We need to get you tickets to some sort of live curling event and do a man on the street interview.
Oh, I fucking love to.
I'd love to. On the street.
All I've thought about this whole time is how I would love to just talk to either somebody who's done it a lot, whether professional or not, or somebody who's just super into it and knows everything that's going on.
I think we need a Great North
players. I don't know what to call them.
They're
Are they players?
Yeah.
Okay.
The skips, the athletes, the teams.
Yeah. Dude, I've learned so much. Every time there's a term thrown out that I don't know, I'm going straight to Google. I'm just I'm a sponge right now for curling.
I need the Great North road trip where Dubs goes to a curling skins game and figures out,
fuck yeah.
He just interviews people in the audience who are wearing.
I start setting lines.
Yeah, I just need you to talk to people who are wearing all of some sort of attire representing one team.
Dude, Rock League coming up. We can make this happen.
We're going to be the premier destination for curling information.
I'm so fucking glad I do the show with a Canadian. This is awesome.
because I'm one of the few people. I don't actively.
I talk about curling with anybody else the last couple of weeks, so just deadpan, zoned out. I start talking curling with Armchair, and then all of a sudden, fucking shit starts moving.
It's you see how we fucking got that wicked draw for
dude.
2, gave up.
Dude, fucking Danny Casper. This motherfucker had 0% draw accuracy in the 10th end the other day against fucking Italy? No, China. Buddy just brick after brick after brick. I couldn't believe it. I had bet on them that morning to win gold because of course I did.
Yeah.
And I just watched it go out the window as this dude was just throwing miss after miss.
Nothing but misses.
Yeah. I love the announcers too. They're not going to get there. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. I think he just missed it.
They're actively criticizing.
The whole time. It's crazy.
in Canada, the announcer table for like the Tournament of Hearts and the like the big championships for the men and the women are literally behind the scorekeeper tables.
Yeah.
So like it's the giant scoreboard you see in the front that keeps track of the ends, and then it's like a bit of space for walking, and then it's the announcer tables. So it's like
Yeah.
you can hear what they're saying. They're like, "Ah, he just doesn't have it today," and he's like, "I can fucking hear you, Jim." Yeah.
I was waiting for somebody to fall too. Somebody finally fell. Fucking Danny Casper again. He fell yesterday. I've never again.
Doesn't
I only
happen a
watched
lot.
it every 4 years.
Doesn't
but
happen a lot.
That's
Very
one
rare.
of the most impressive things to me, and it's literally second nature to them because they've all been doing it for so fucking long. But I know the second I had 1 foot sliding and 1 foot gripping, shit's gonna go wrong for sure. The way they move around the stones and can actually like glide on the ice, they make it look incredibly easy. I'm sure it's difficult.
If you are new to this show and this is the first time you've ever watched it, this is the most curling content we have ever had on the show.
Ever had by infinity. I don't know if we've ever talked to it. Last week, maybe.
Yeah. If you don't know what's going on, there is controversy all over the place here.
Oh yeah.
Mostly with
you guys
Canadians,
are a bunch of cheating bastards.
Mostly with the Canadians, but apparently a bunch of other people have also done it. But because the Canadians are the Canadians, and the reaction from the Canadian men after being called out for cheating by
there was like an actual viral
losing.
Moment from curling. It never happens.
It was pretty impressive. So the Swedes,
I'm glad you defended your honor too. You held the Leafs straight to your chest, and you're like, "Who we're losing, by the way." Even if you're gonna take heat, you're repping the country proud.
We're gonna rep the country always. The Swedes, who Nick Edin, he's a G. He's like one of the best players, one of the best curlers, international events.
He won a fuck ton of world championships.
He is one of the guys to beat. They are having a real bad, no good time at the Olympics. They were 0-6 playing against the Canadian men, or 1-6, something like that. They're at the bottom of the standings, and they got a whiff of something. Little cheese in the air, a little stench of a little cheat going on. So they set up their broadcast cameras. I cannot stress enough. This isn't like some guy on an iPhone in the stands. They got the Swedish broadcast cameras to capture the hog line, which is the line where the person throwing the stone.
That's some swing, by the way, too. Could you imagine the U.S. curlers going up to NBC and being like, "Hey, get this fucking shot, pal"?
Yeah, it's not going to happen. So the hog line is where you have to let the stone go, and you're not allowed to touch the handle after the hog line. You're never allowed to touch the granite, which is the big chunky piece of the stone. And the Canadian skip, and apparently also the men and the women. Sorry, he was the second. The Canadians thrower at the time did this weird like gun thing when he let it go, and his finger just kind of grazed over.
He shoot him a Gavin.
He did. His finger grazed over the stone. Now you're asking yourself, why does that matter? You're not allowed to do that.
It doesn't.
It literally impacts nothing, but you're not allowed to do it. And the Swedes came out with like this. The way he accused them too was so like passive aggressive and petty.
It was the most passive aggressive thing of all time. So, Oscar Eriksson just like slid by.
We just touch, eh? We just touch the rocks twice.
It's like, who's doing that? And he just kind of stared at him like he didn't expect him to go back at him. Yeah. And then it's like, who's doing that? And then he just nodded. He didn't even say it.
He like shook his shoulders like, I don't know, maybe somebody you know. Maybe you know this person who's touching the rock twice.
You ever look at a mirror, pal?
Maybe I can show you a video later, is what I believe he said. I could show you the video.
Because I'll show you a video later.
Interesting video.
The fact that they knew he was doing it and were like so upset about it that they were able to set up a camera, and he's like, that was the trap card.
Yeah. Of
course he was like, he goes, "No, I wasn't." And he was like, "You've activated my trap card, sir." Yeah. Swedish broadcast on the sideline. Never expected it.
Yes. Yeah. Which ended in a moment which is now etched in Canadian history, where the second
you fuck off
replied to him, "You could fuck off." You're
straight through the NBC mics.
Here
I think have tried to like wipe it
Yeah, you
Somebody
can't
has
wipe
tried
it.
to wipe it.
I'm gonna
It's
tell you,
you
you can't
can't.
wipe it. It's in the ether
But the
forever.
original video that was going around
Oh,
is
it's
gone.
so good.
Anyone that's left now is like grainy and half cut off. But like the
Yeah,
full length video was posted at some point, and it was
yeah.
fucking.
There's
It was electric
the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation absolutely has this video on file, and it
for
is
sure.
currently on display at the Canadian Museum of History because it is now part of our heritage. Very
Did you see the
rarely,
video I sent you earlier on Instagram? Maybe I'll post it
yes,
somewhere.
yeah, I think you did.
Yeah, that needs to be hung in the Louvre. It's fucking cinema.
It very rarely do Canadians get really uptight about hockey. Like they'll get really on their we'll get our backs up about hockey because historically have produced the greatest players in the world, and that's not an exaggeration. That's just where the sport was born.
Yep.
And we're going to get into hockey. The only other sport that we give any amount of fucks about is curling. It's like all day. Like you can go into any curling rink in the middle of fuck knows where, Saskatchewan, and ask someone a question about like curling history, and they will give you a full lesson. Like full lesson. They're like, you want to throw some rocks? I'll get you some stones. Here we go. And
I
like
fucking do.
they're gonna bring you in and they're gonna make you like it is a community. Rules about curling. It's not a refereed sport. There's no referees. You're not
Yeah.
allowed to film the hog line, but the Swedes did it anyway, which is hilarious. You're not allowed to touch the granite, and
It was a perfect example of, well, he's doing that.
you're also definitely not allowed to swear. I don't know how we managed to break so many rules of curling in such a short amount of time, but it is
It's
absolute
beautiful.
cinema.
And it started with passive aggressiveness, which is, of course,
Just like
it did.
the most like passive aggressive,
Yeah,
petty
it didn't
response.
start
Yeah.
hot like a football argument or something.
No,
Like it.
it's not pitchers charging or hitters charging the mound.
No,
It wasn't like a hockey fight. It was like just like a
maybe I'll show you a
petty,
video later.
a little petty like parking lot. Like you butted in front of someone at the drive-through,
Yeah,
and you said something to the wrong guy, and then he was like,
dude,
oh, I got you.
fucking drive-throughs. By the way, I was on my break today. I went to go to Dunkin's. Woke up too late to like prepare food for myself today, so I was
Hashtag
on my
Boston
own.
things.
Yeah, you don't have to go far. You can skip a rock to the next one. But the dude in front of me, I don't know if he was door dashing or like
Oh,
Uber Eats or what
yeah,
he was. It was 10:07 when I like ordered at the microphone thing.
Yeah.
10:18 I finally was like, I need to go back to work. Like I'm not gonna be here all day. And I like the whole way out of the gas station, up the road, down the next road, the dude was still at the window. I was like, I have no idea what's going on up there, but this is insanity.
How?
Sorry.
Like, what is
Yeah,
going on? No,
it was
fine.
literally how. And he just kept getting shit through the window. Like every couple minutes they would have a little like I don't know. The dude at the window looked unsure. The guy in the car looked unsure. I think it was just
that's a bad scene.
Yeah.
Other Olympic stuff happened today that we actually have very much
dude. I lost my mind on the OT winner. I'm sure you did the same.
So only one game was a bit of a dud. Slovakia handled Germany pretty easily, 6-2. Czechia plays Canada, and Crosby gets hurt. McKinnon isn't himself. He's also hurt. He was questionable. And Czechia looks like they're going to take it. It's 3-2. Also, hilarious from the Czech coach. We'll get into this in a minute. Czechia is up 3-2. Nick Suzuki, that's my captain. Hello. Scores a game-tying goal. Saves Canadian face. Because if they lose in overtime, at least that's respectable. But you cannot lose the quarterfinals to Czechia 28-something years after getting beat by Dominic Hasek and the same Czechia team. So we get to OT, and I had said some really terrible things about Mitch Marner. So I'd like to formally apologize to Mitchell Marner. He's fine. He gave up he was supposed to be coming back defensively on the play for the go-ahead Czechia goal. Also hilarious. As mentioned, the coach complaining about the officiating. and said it was like we were skating against or fighting against six. Funny you should say that. On the go-ahead goal for Czechia, the Czechs actually had 8 total skaters on the ice. I don't know if you know anything about hockey. You're not allowed that many.
Even if you take the 2 defensemen that were coming off the ice at the time, you're still over the number.
You're still over. It's still too many. You still have more than
the screenshot of 8 people on the ice is egregious. But like again, the 2 in the back, you're like, all right, they're at least trying to get off. They're not doing anything. There were 6 people skating straight towards the net.
There was also an interference call that was missed on Crosby where he was just like skating in the middle of the like at center ice, and someone just like blew by him and like shoved him. Like no.
Is he all right? By the way,
no, he's not all right. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I don't think so.
Probably a groin thing. So
it doesn't matter because you have Macklin Celebrini,
who's been electric.
I told you, dude. I told you. I'm all in on Celebrini. The kid's a fucking monster.
Yeah, he's a stud. So Canada survives, and that's how I'm going to call it. America also survived.
100%. Both teams today were not at their best. We almost did get sweeted, dude. I was working during the game. Obviously, I got out with like 12 minutes to go in the second period.
You got Freebird queued up.
So I threw that shit on the Kia Connect, listening to the game on the way home. Maybe taking a glance here and there, who knows. And then thanks, Welch. That was exactly what I was waiting for. You didn't miss anything.
20 minutes.
So I'm listening to the game, and the whole time I'm like, how is it 0-0? Obviously, we got the goal a little bit later with the Dylan Larkin. Why is it always the guy that's mic'd up, by the way?
I don't know.
Always the guy that's mic'd up. I wish they told me that shit pregame so I could fucking bet it.
If
I knew Dylan Larkin's mic'd up, I'm betting him for a goal 100%. It would have been good odds. It was his first Olympic goal.
Yeah.
But so I'm listening to that. Beautiful. I was like, man, that's not going to be enough in this game. There's still a lot of time left. I had a feeling Sweden was going to score, and it was far too late. It's like a minute and some change left. And I said it in the Discord. I think Team USA was just playing a little too defensive in the third period. It was a little bit too much of an emphasis of like, all right, we have a lead, let's just hold it. It was just dump after dump after dump, especially in the last like 7 or 8 minutes. Like I feel like we never had an actual like offensive zone. We were just dumping shit in.
You were playing not to lose the game, and then you almost lost the game.
But like the whole time, my brain is just screaming, "This isn't enough. You need to go up 2-0. You need another goal."
Yep.
And guess what? You fucking did. Was it Zibanejad that actually got credited with it?
Yeah.
Adrian Kempe fucking rang one off the post like a minute before that too. Like the second Sweden pulled the goalie, they got the 6th skater on, and then they scored instantly. Yeah, was a little nervous about that, but you go to OT.
Scary.
Can we talk about OT too? 3v3 is fucking nonsense in the Olympics. If you're gonna do that shit in the NHL, fine. There's 82 games. I get it. You want to move shit along. That's fine. And we don't get best on best hockey like this
in the NHL that will like we take
for sure
into account. It's not in the Olympics though.
They're going balls to the wall, and I should get 5-on-5 playoff OT hockey. The 3-on-3 is fucking nonsense.
Would you accept 4-on-4 to open up the scoring chances? Because I think 4-on-4 is the happy medium in international play because the ice is big.
I'll live with that, but I want 5. There's so many goals in Olympic play. How many times in this Olympics so far has a team put up 5 goals? Like it's happened a lot.
The problem with 5-on-5 for the Olympics is they don't want everybody playing forever. And
for sure,
for the USA in particular, that's just like actually both of these teams, 2 of the best defensive teams in the tournament. Like
you don't want a situation.
You just don't want to be sitting back. Part of the problem too on the 3-on-3 was, I mean, you saw it a bunch of times where it's like, I don't like this entry. And they just skate back to their zone and they got booed a couple of times.
Sweden did that constantly.
Yeah.
I did not know what they were doing on offense. There was 0 passing. They'd get it to somebody, and then it was like, move, try to beat somebody. Nope, let's skate back to the
tried to do it himself a couple of times, and he got just dummied, and I don't know why.
And Forsberg had like 2 or 3 open goals in this game that he just passed up.
Yeah. Yeah. What a shot though, by
Hughes.
Yeah.
Oh, incredible
Just
snipe.
a rip.
I thought Eichel got it before that. He shot one from the left circle that I was like, oh.
How do you feel about, because I don't feel super
Sorry,
great
real quick,
about,
before we move on from the OT conversation. I think 5-on-5 is that's my preferred situation. I'll live with a 4-on-4, but you can't tell me like a 5-on-5 OT US Canada is not. That's the best hockey you're probably ever going to watch.
100%. I don't disagree with you.
And
I think it should be Stanley Cup playoff rules.
The bracket is nonsense. How are we not playing for gold?
I don't know.
Like the loser has to play for a bronze. That's fucking nonsense. Whoever wins is going to win the whole tournament. So I think it's just a miss. 100%. They need to figure out a format where we're just opposite. If we make it through, we make it through.
I mean, and I'm fine with like if let's say that Czechia and Sweden had both moved on. It's like, all right, well, yeah, I get it. Like then those are the best teams, but like they should be the ones playing for it. It should be the 4 teams from the
It's a little different. Yeah, exactly. It's a little different now that we have the 4 nations because we actually just got to see best on best for the first time in a long time. But like Russia. This is right. Hopefully one day. But this is that'd be nice. Just for hockey purposes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Olympic purposes.
War crimes aside, can we get Russian hockey back, please?
War crimes aside on a t-shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, but like
Russian flag on the back.
Yeah, but like, I mean, Bill Cosby was sort of funny sometimes, right?
He actually wasn't.
He wasn't. Oh god, we're fully off the rails.
But yeah,
you want the best
I just think
outcomes. I get it.
For sure.
That's
100%.
And you want the best players on the ice. You don't want 3.
You would think just from a marketing standpoint. Yeah. Like there's only certain times that hockey really gets a spotlight. The Winter Olympics is one of them. You want to put forth your best product and your best opportunity to like usher in more viewers and more fans of the sport. This is a time to do it. And the best way to do that is by getting US Canada for gold. That shit would go, it's a fucking hood classic. That's triple platinum.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. That's World Star.
100%.
Jakey says good luck tomorrow against the U.S. women. Listen, the U.S. women have been unbelievable.
That's Sirianni.
Sirianni. Sorry, Maddie. The U.S. women have been the better of the 2 teams for the last 7 games they've played. It's a different story on the American side. We talked about this last week. On the women's side, the American team is just much younger, much faster. And
they're a wagon.
Canada's filled with a bunch of vets, which is like that's certainly a way to do it, but you lose out on some of that speed. We will see what happens with Poulin back. That makes a big difference having your captain in there, and she's also like electric. But I think that it's going to be a lot closer.
Captain
than the
Clutch.
Blowout. It's going to be closer than the blowout. I still think
that game. I'm hoping that's a banger.
I'll be in Indianapolis for the final, so I don't know if I'm able to do a watch along, but maybe we'll see what we can do. It's disappointing that
it's at an awkward time just because of it being in Italy.
God damn it!
I'm glad they pushed it to the late window. Like all U.S. hockey has been at like 3:00, and I really do appreciate that.
Well, yeah, because like 90% of American can't. Yeah,
Matt, I agree with the OT thing. I like it for the NHL. I still think 4-on-4 is the way to go, but I'm fine with the 3-on-3 for that shit. It's just these games are not things you need to like rush or do load management. This is the best hockey you're gonna see. Let me have as much of it as I can get.
I mean, yeah, it is what it is. I
just want to watch good fucking sports, man.
Give me all the good sports. And women's hockey has been good. The men's has been unbelievable. Even the games against teams, like we're seeing more NHL players come from these countries that traditionally aren't the best countries. I think they should open up the tournament to more groups. I know they had like the
best countries at hockey.
Yes.
Let's preface that.
Yeah. Yes. I think they should open up get a Group D in there, because right now, even like so, Germany has Dreisaitl, and I know they don't have a ton of other guys, but like they have a decent
How fucking
goaltender.
bad is Italy though? Like, what is
Italy's
Group
so
D
bad.
gonna look like?
Well, there's got to be something. There's got to be something that they can do.
Canada shit pumped
Rebalance.
them by what, 11?
It was 10-2.
10 or 11?
They probably could have done more.
Ugh.
Italy's bad, but they're the host. What are you going to tell them? No.
I would just be like, it's when you try to do something bad in a video game, it's like, oh, you're trying to back out. Like, are you sure? Are you sure you want to exit the game?
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to go play Olympic hockey, Italy?
Yeah. All right. Olympics is electric. We got a couple more games. Big gold medal game tomorrow. Canada, USA. I'm hoping for the best, but I'm not delusional. I think the Americans have this one.
For sure.
Get Freebird ready to go, and we'll go.
Play me more Freebird.
Just play Freebird, baby.
We got back-to-back U.S.-Canada games, dude. That's fucking electric in itself.
Yeah.
I wish both were for gold, but...
Well, right now, so the next games that we have, so for the men, it's Canada, Finland, and U.S. Slovakia. So can we not play for gold? Yeah, we can.
We can?
Yeah, they reseeded. The U.S. plays Slovakia. Canada
I
plays
didn't know
Finland.
that.
Yeah, Canada plays Finland.
I was also trying to find the bracket before Showtime, and I couldn't find an updated one. I looked at like fucking 8 different websites.
I have I don't have a bracket. I just have the schedule on my app, and it says...
I should have done that. That's a good call.
February 20th, Canada versus Finland, men's hockey semifinal at 11:40 a.m. Atlantic time. And then the United States.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We can play for gold.
Fuck yes.
God, that's incredible.
Play Freebird right now.
I didn't know they did that, dude. We literally the last like 5 minutes of the fucking podcast is useless. I didn't know they reseeded.
Play Freebird, you son of a bitch.
I'm not just being an idiot, right? It was not like that to begin with.
It was not set like that. So.
Okay, I take it all back.
It's great news.
Oh, that's gonna be money. Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. I looked at so many different things, and it was like I thought it was a foregone conclusion we were not playing for gold.
No, we're playing.
That's
for
awesome,
gold.
though. Oh man, that's fucking sick.
We gotta beat Finland.
Yeah,
first.
for sure. There's games in front of us. Both of us did not look great today.
Nope, did not. How badly does the U.S. team need Jason Robertson and Cole Caulfield though?
Dude, the Robertson one. I'm with you on Caulfield too. It comes down to a question of like who do you replace, but there are guys on the team that you could switch out.
One guy scored his first goal today. You think maybe you want Cole Caulfield, guy with the most
Larkin
overtime.
played great today.
He did play great today. He was one of your best players, but like JT Miller's been a ghost out there.
Who's also been great in the past, so like I have a hard time doing that.
You gotta sit some guys like listen.
At least Robertson should have been on that team. Also, Brock Nelson, who had 2 goals in the first game, I thought he'd be a big factor once he was added.
Yeah.
But you can't tell me right now Brock Nelson is a better player than Jason Robertson or Cole Caulfield. He's just not.
Either of those guys, and I'm not just playing the Homer Hab card here. I'm saying you have 2 elite scorers that you left off your roster.
Jason Robertson has the most goals of any U.S. player since the Four Nations tournament. And they're like, nah, we're good.
Yeah. They didn't take that guy, and they didn't take the guy with the most in the league this year for the United States. And instead, they put Austin Matthews bum ass on there. I got to be honest with you. The only thing that I love watching when America loses is when Austin Matthews has to cry.
Yeah, we like that.
And like, it's a catch-22 because I don't want to see you guys lose things unless it's to Canada.
I don't want to see us lose either, but Austin Matthews tears are always going to fuel me.
But it's just so sweet. This is why I was.
Anytime I see him on the ice doing shit, I'm like, ah. Like he had a shot to win it. He had a shot to win it before we went to OT, and I was like, oh no. Like, let's just go to OT. Let's have it be somebody else.
He's not the guy. You're not that guy. You're not that guy, pal. All right. Speaking of hockey,
Yeah, I have power rankings from last week. I didn't expect us to spend a half hour on the Olympics, and I got a lot on rotation, so we'll probably run through this pretty quick.
Well, let's just do a top five, and then we'll just
I
move
got
on to
10, it's
rotations.
fine.
All right, we'll do
We'll just
10.
kind of
Okay,
we'll
we'll
kind of
rip through
blow
10.
through it, but
All right,
I did the work, you know.
I know.
Um, so number 10, I kind of have a two-way tie, but I went the other way. I'm gonna give the Bruins the honorable mention this time.
All right.
Because again, I still don't really believe in them. They're playing above their potential. Offensively, they've been among the top teams in the league, despite injuries. They desperately need a way to stop goals. Swayman has not been fantastic this season, not at least to the money that we've paid him. He's still been good, serviceable, but the defense in front of him has not been what you're paying it.
It has slowed.
Uh, we also like the Kings of early leads, and then they fall off, fall asleep, play defensive, and all of a sudden you're down. The team that I put above them is the Buffalo Sabres. I think overall, the Bruins have maybe had a better season, but the Sabres have been hot the last month or so. Tage Thompson's the truth. He's the only future I placed in hockey was Tage Thompson for 40 plus goals. Looking pretty good.
Yep.
He had 3 goals and 2 assists in a one-man victory over Montreal on the Thursday before the break. Starting to look like the dominant presence he showed to be in 22-23. He's on pace for 45 goals and 87 points right now. Be his third 40-goal season in his career so far. Sabres from October 9th to December 8th. Buffalo had 3 or more consecutive losses 4 different times in that time frame. Since December 9th, the team has yet to lose 3 consecutive games. Completely turned it around. This is the team people expected it to be in the preseason.
This is the team that we've expected to see since they drafted
For
Jack
a few
Eichel.
years. Yep.
Like, this is the team that they were like, no, we'll get Eichel and it'll be fine. You get McDavid, we'll take Jack and it'll be great. And then nothing ever happened for like a decade. They've been bad. They're due. Like, they're due for a fine. Like, I feel for the
Agreed,
Sabres.
Matt.
I feel for the Sabres.
They're like in a rare position for them where they're going to actually be able to add at the trade deadline.
Super strange.
Get a couple D-men, maybe one real like top 4 D guy, and all of a sudden shit's looking different.
Not since the days of Alexander McGillney has Buffalo Sabres fans been pumped.
Nope.
Future
number 9, I've got the Detroit Red Wings.
Okay.
Bruce Cassidy said he expects a lot of people to be back after this break. Braden McNabb, Brendan Saad, Colton Sissons, William Karlsson. Like, they're going to be getting a ton of reinforcements. Carter Hart also potentially on that list, but Cassidy said he needed to see him on the ice before knowing more about his status. They've played really well. Oh, this is about the. I took the Red Wings off. I know this is the Knights. I'm sorry. I took the Red Wings off. They were still there.
Right. Okay.
They got bumped to 12.
Okay.
But anyway, the
Golden
Knights also have left a lot of points on the table. They lost 14 games in OT or shootouts this season. That's tied for the Kings for the most in the NHL. Even with all that, they're 4 points ahead of 2-time defending Western Conference champ Edmonton. And the Golden Knights have the 4th best odds currently to win the Stanley Cup. So I think they've treaded water long enough that these reinforcements are coming in and they're about to go on a run and be the Knights that we know and hate. They have 5 road games right after the break, which is kind of odd scheduling, but we'll see how they look after those.
It's a little cool, isn't it?
A little bit. They play the Kings, the Capitals, the Penguins, the Sabres, and Detroit.
The Kings isn't really a road game, is it? Like, does that count as a road game? You can go home to your bed that
Vegas's
night.
Home games are road games, dude. They play in Las Vegas.
Like, you can go back to your home. It's like an hour and a half drive.
Number 8, I've got the Penguins. 3 straight seasons outside the playoffs with a steady decline in points. Yep. But they're only a few wins away from reaching their point total from last season. Improved a lot. We'll see what the Crosby injury ends up meaning to them moving forward, but they've been playing well the last couple of weeks. Avery Hayes also got 2 goals in his debut.
Yeah.
So
Pens are
like
great.
to see some youth.
Number
7, I've got your Montreal Canadiens.
Yep.
What do you got?
They have been a little bit hot and cold. They're a really young team, so that's kind of to be expected.
Penalty kill seems to be their weakest point right now.
Yeah.
Other than that, they're really good.
They're a bit of a wagon. Their goaltending has been hit and miss, but it looks like Dobish has kind of figured it out. I their power play is untouchable, but if they take a penalty, they give it right back. So it's not a great situation to be in. I have been concerned, but I think they're going to add at the deadline. Don't expect to see Patrick Laine back with the Habs. I think he moves on and goes somewhere else. He was great, and I don't think it's anything like negative about him. They just don't have a spot for him. Who do you take out to put that guy in? He's a power play specialist, so
for sure.
He's going to need a career restart somewhere. Montreal gave him his boost, and now he gets to go. They turn that contract into something else. It'll be, and if anybody can do it, it's Kent Hughes. So.
I actually lied earlier. The Red Wings are 6. I moved them 3 up, not 3 down.
Yep.
I wrote these a while ago. While the Detroit Red Wings faltered in the last game before the Olympic break, they are still tied with the Canadiens at 72 points apiece. I think either of these teams could be flopped, by the way. I put the Habs low just to take a dig at you.
That's fair.
They hold the 3rd place in the Atlantic Division and would face the Habs if the postseason started today. Posting a 2-3-2 record over the last 7 games. Detroit's slumping slightly. But it's really just sort of a scoring deficiency right now, which that's ebbs and flows. That's hockey. Yep. I think they'll find their way back up. They're a good team. 5, I've got the that's fine. 5, I got the Wild.
Yeah.
They had 9 losses in October, rebounding quickly, and have been one of the best teams in the league since. They buffed that by trading for Quinn Hughes, who was the hero for Team USA today. Wilder wagon. They have like 7 or 8 guys playing in the Olympics too.
Kaprizov's been
without Kaprizov.
He's so good. He's so good. He's such a good player, man.
Their upcoming schedule, I think, is going to be a big tell as to how that division is going to look behind Colorado. They have 2 trips to Colorado in the next 11 days following the return. Road games in Utah and Vegas, and then home against St. Louis and Tampa Bay. So that's a bit of a tough restart for them. Yeah, especially when they have so many players playing in the Olympics. I would maybe, just betting purposes, maybe fade the Wild post-break. Number 4, I've got the Canes. Sebastian Aho is a point-per-game guy. Seth Jarvis is probably going to hit 30 goals again. Ehlers took some time to get acclimated, but he's been an excellent addition for them. Svechnikov is playing maybe the best he's ever played. And they finally found a goaltender with Brandon Bussey, who basically came in as like a replacement guy because they had a bunch of injuries, and he's just been electric. And we know what happens with hockey. If you have a goalie with a hot hand, you're going to go far.
Real far.
Set the record for most wins by a goalie through their first 26 career NHL games. I think the only thing we've talked about several times, the only thing holding them back the last few years has been goaltending. If they're able to get that consistently, it's going to be a problem.
It's going to be a real problem.
3, I've got Dallas. Part of a trio of Central Division teams. Obviously behind the Avs and with the Wild right on their tail. Those 3 teams have kind of been the flag bearers of the NHL this season. Yep. Stars have faced adversity injury-wise and whatnot, but they're starting to get back on track. Teams' defense and goaltending rank among the NHL's best. Mm-hmm. Shout out my boy Ottinger. And the front office is absolutely going to add at the deadline. Stars going to the break on a 6-game winning streak, and their power play is just been consistently at the top of the NHL for most of the season.
Can we talk about power play before you get to these top 2?
For sure. I mean, the 2 are pretty obvious.
So you're going to have Colorado up there.
Colorado's 1.
And who do you got as 2?
Tampa.
Yeah. So
Tampa's 19-1-1 going into the Olympic break in their last 21 games.
Do you want to take a guess at who has the best power play in the league today? If you didn't look.
I would guess the Avalanche off the top of my head, but the way that you're saying it makes me think it's the Canadiens.
No, it's the Oilers. The Oilers are tops, 31.4%. McDavid, Draisaitl, of course it is. Hyman, right? Your Bruins are 3rd. Dallas is 2nd.
They were 13th on my rankings.
Yeah, Bruins are they're at 26%. Do you want to guess who's last overall on the power play? I've already said their name once. It's Colorado Avalanche.
Oh, really?
Worst in the league on the power play.
I did not know that.
Worst
That's crazy.
in the league on the power play at 15.1%. With McKinnon and Makar, you have a 15.1% power play. And then on the PK,
that's abysmal.
They are number 2 on the PK, probably because they're no good on the power play. They're no good on the power play. Vancouver.
I'd be curious to see where they rank as far as like power play goes, like total power plays.
I mean, that's yeah. I don't know what I have access. I don't have access to that right now.
That's fine.
Their net power play percentage is bad. It's 17. Like they're just bad. They're bad on the PK overall. They're on the PP overall. No power play. None. Which makes no sense.
No PP.
Their net power play is 10%. God, that's awful. They're bad at the power play, but they're in the league. So you don't have to worry about taking a penalty against them. But if you get a power play, don't expect to score. There's 5-on-5, you're going to lose. So kind of crazy, a little wild. All right. This concludes our hockey portion of the show. Finally, you want to talk a little, we got a little bit of football news. You see that the Patriots named a defensive coordinator?
Zach Kerr, as it should be.
Officially, the DC. Which, Pro Williams, all the best, get well. I think he's taking a role in a higher role at the organization. Some sort of like overseer of something, but he's not going to be an on the field guy, which is good.
Yeah, something where he can recover and still get paid a bag.
Yep, good for him.
And then Zach Kerr gets the title that he deserves.
Well, he did the job the whole year.
He sure as fuck did.
And good for him. The other big news, obviously, we had Clearinghouse, Miami. Hey, just offloading guys.
Good. I've said it for 2 years now. That's what you needed to do.
Well, they needed to rebuild before they signed Tua, but they didn't.
For sure.
They decided to re-sign that guy, and they're like, "It'll be."
I know one Dolphins fan, and he was very happy about all the moves. So that should tell you where they're at.
So Tyreek Hill is gone. Bradley Chubb is gone. They released someone else too. It was full on go. Mike Evans said he's coming back this year. Going to test free agency. Does he end up a Buccaneer? Because I think he does. I think he just stays a Buccaneer.
Yep.
And
I think the Bucs are basically just going to run it back and be like, "No, that was a fluke. We weren't supposed to lose the last 7 games of the year, whatever they did."
Yeah. And the other big one was Paul Allen's estate has officially begun the process of selling the Seahawks, which is that was the plan all along. They have to liquidate it. They have to sell the estate.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that was
it's
something
part of the
he'd like written in or whatever.
Yeah, it's part of the mandate. So the Seahawks are not likely to tag Kenny Walker. A lot of Seahawk players that need some new contracts. We'll see what happens.
I think that's a mistake.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know what happens. The curse of winning has its drawbacks, and that is that a lot of guys get paid a bag to go elsewhere. Whether they deserved it or not is regardless. Kenny Walker will deserve it. But like, you want to re-sign in Jigba, do a long deal. You don't want to let Cooper Kupp go like you could.
Only other
is there, like he needs a new deal. Like,
only other headline I thought that didn't get enough attention was that the Chiefs freed up like $40 million cap space by restructuring Mahomes today.
Which was also the plan for the Mahomes deal
for sure.
They signed it.
That's a significant amount, though. I thought it would be a little less than that.
Their problem is still Travis Kelce. They need to figure out what they're doing with him because
they're just going to sign Kyle Pitts with all that money they just freed up. And then everyone's fucked.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts and Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, Tyreek's either going to the Chiefs or the Bills.
I mean,
the Bills would take a flyer on him, and the Chiefs would take him back. It's one of the two.
I think the Chiefs would take him back in a heartbeat. Just run it back, see what they can do. It is what it is. That's welcome to the NFL, right? Did you just die? Are you all right?
I was blowing my nose.
God damn it! right in the mic.
I muted my Discord mic and not my Zoom mic. That's on me.
Amazing. All right. We have legit baseball to talk about here for once.
We do.
First time all year.
We
Really
may go
digging into baseball.
Yeah, we may go slightly late here, but my Stone story is really short, so
All right.
we'll be all right. But yeah, I did. We talked about this last week. It's gonna be a big ranking show tonight. I ranked all of the AL rotations. We can get thoughts from AC and whatnot.
Let's do it.
So at 15, I feel like these bottom ones are pretty on point. 15, I have the Chicago White Sox.
Yep.
Obviously, a rebuilding team with really no plans to win any games this year. Shane Smith's at the 1. I think he was a pretty good revelation for them last year. Getting him from Milwaukee, he pitched really well. He threw a gem against us.
Yeah.
Like midway through the year. They also have 2 really good prospects in Noah Schultz, he's like mini Chris Sale.
Yeah.
Which means he'll probably be a Red Sox like 6 or 7 years into his career once the White Sox just kind of fizzle out again. But the rest of that rotation is nothing. I assume that the 2 prospects are probably going to get their shot sometime in July. Listen, I went into last year with Sean Newcomb as my 5 starter. It doesn't end well.
Yeah.
At 14, I have the Angels. Pretty much the exact same staff as last year, except they added your boy, Mr. Alec, Mr. Manoah. Manoah, what is it? Manoah?
It's Manoah.
Yeah, I thought so. Who's done absolutely nothing for years. Grayson Rodriguez, who could potentially be the ace of this team as long as his injuries don't hamper him like they have the last 2 seasons, but it's obviously a high risk, high reward thing. I think he is probably going to overtake Yusei Kikuchi for the 1 spot at some point during the season.
Yeah.
But with Jose Soriano, Reed Detmers, and the other guys I named, it's just not up to par with the rest of the league.
Manoah was electric for about 14 months, and then he got a case of the yips and never recovered.
Yep.
Never recovered.
Like I said, as long as Grayson can stay healthy, he had 13 wins and a sub-4 ERA at 24 years old. I think they'll be at least somewhat decent and maybe jump a couple of these rotations. But that's a big ask for a guy who's been out for basically 2 years.
100%.
13, I have the Twins. Joe Ryan, obviously the ace here, who's probably not going to be on the team by the time this comes around. They would have been slightly higher if Pablo Lopez wasn't hurt, but he went out with a UCL yesterday or today, and they think he might need Tommy John. Also not super deep like some of the other AL Central rotations.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's probably going to hurt them
How
long
long
term.
until Joe Ryan's traded?
He'll probably go at the deadline, I'd assume. Both of those guys, Ryan and Lopez, have only 2 years left of team control, and if Lopez is down for a year, they're going to need to get everything that they can out of Joe Ryan.
100%.
As far as the trade package. Taj Bradley had some upside once he went over to the Twins, but I mean, if the Rays can't fix the guy, who can?
100%. That is fair.
12, I've got the A's. Severino and Springs are both okay. Savale, you know my thoughts on Aaron Savale. I think he's a bum. And Jacob Lopez and Luis Morales, I've literally never heard of. So that's where the A's are at. 27th in team ERA last season. They did really nothing to address it. Springs will eat innings. Savale will eat innings. As long as Severino's healthy, he'll be okay. But
yeah,
pretty piss poor rotation. That's one of the guys I think that the Angels can jump. The Rays at 11, which is like,
shocking.
You hear that and you're like, what?
Yeah, but then look at who they have.
Shane McClanahan is obviously like potential Cy Young candidate when he's healthy, but we haven't seen him healthy.
And then
Drew Rasmussen's okay. Ryan Pepio was like a solid 3 starter last year.
Mm-hmm.
But Nick Martinez, they're trying to make Steven Matz a starter again. I had Steven Matz last year. He's not a starter anymore. Nope. He's like okay for an inning or so, but that's about it.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens with the Rays, but I think that team's going to be pretty abysmal And I feel like this is sort of a bridge year. They can get McClanahan healthy and Pepio stays doing what he did last year. That's a win.
100% agree.
But they have such a really good, like, their pitching lab is like the pitching lab of pitching labs outside of maybe the Dodgers.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous how they do it.
Yeah. So they'll probably find 2 or 3 guys I've never heard of that will end up being 2, 3, and 4 starters next
Someone
season.
from a Walgreens parking lot was throwing stones, and they're like, "You're
Correct.
You're a new ace."
You had great extension on that. You ever thought about pitching?
Yeah.
10, I got the Orioles. Kyle Bradish and Trevor Rogers are big time additions. Shane Baz obviously was really good with the Rays last year. Has some good stuff. A lot of these guys are sort of boom or bust. They got Chris Bassett from you guys too, but they had to completely redo that pitching rotation because they completely let them down last year.
Yeah, they imploded last year.
If you end up having to rely on guys like Dean Kramer and Zach Eflin, that you're going to be in the same spot that you were last year. It doesn't matter what those fancy new additions on offense do for you.
Totally agree with that.
Number 9, I got the Astros. Hunter Brown, he had a WAR of like 6.1 or 6.2 last year, which is basically right up there with like Skubal and Crochet.
Yep.
One of the best pitchers in the league. After that, it's a whole lot of question marks. You had Framber Valdez last year, who was able to eat innings and be a real workhorse for them. But you're going to have to rely on somebody like Christian Javier and Tatsuya Ime, who's having his first season in the MLB, to be one of those guys for you. And I just don't see it.
I tend to agree. Houston
Lance McCullers too.
Like,
wait, how long have we been doing Lance McCullers in Houston?
He keeps winning though. Like he keeps doing the thing.
He's not that good though.
Well, he's good enough. Houston's always in the conversation. Even
He's also always
to be
hurt.
Bad. That's true.
13 starts last year with a 6.5 ERA.
Yeah, it's not great.
No, that's bad. But he gets strikeouts, and I'm like, who knows?
We'll take the strikeouts.
Next up is the Cleveland Guardians, who I know you're a fan of their rotation, specifically Tanner Bibby.
Big fan of Tanner Bibby. Bounce back year coming.
Bibby and Gavin Williams are a great 1-2 for me. I think that's solid. I'd be confident going into a season with those guys as my 1-2 as long as I had some stuff to back it up. Slade Ciccone and Logan Allen were supposed to be those guys, but they never really took a leap forward last season. So you're gonna be hoping for at least one of those back 3 guys to step up. But they have a fantastic bullpen, and that helps starters big time. It's like, I can only go 5 innings today efficiently, and I've got 2 or 3 guys that I can trust to get me to the 9th.
Yeah.
Fine by me. 7, I've got the Kansas City Royals, who I think I like their rotation better than a lot of people. But Cole Reagan, Seth Lugo, Michael Wacha, Chris Bubich, and Noah Cameron is a fantastic 5. I feel like
Wacha's a question mark, isn't he? Like health.
He was awesome last year.
He was. He's been awesome. But he's
172 innings pitched, 2.8 WAR, 126 Ks through those 172. He's never been a huge K guy, but 13 quality starts, and he played the entire season. Like, I can't really ask more from a dude in the middle of my rotation.
I mean, it's fair. I'm concerned about the health and the long-term outlook. That's
for sure. Noah Cameron was really good last year, the sub-3 ERA. If he can do something like that again. Bubich obviously had a super low ERA, was a big deadline candidate, but ended up not going anywhere. Same thing with Seth Lugo. They ended up getting an extension done. I really like that rotation with a healthy Cole Reagans. I think they're right up there at the top of the AL.
Yep.
6, I got the Rangers, which is completely health dependent. Jacob deGrom and Nathan Eovaldi are 2 of the best pitchers in the league, but they're also 2 of the most injury-prone pitchers in the league. I think that's part of the reason that they went out and got Mackenzie Gore, who I love. If he could be a Red Sox, I'd be ecstatic. I would trade Suarez for Gore any day of the week.
Don't disagree with that at all. I would also.
Having a 1-2-3 of deGrom, Eovaldi, and Gore can win you any playoff series.
It should. It should win you any playoff series. You have to get there first, though.
For sure. And then Jack Leiter and Kumar Rocker behind that, just massive ceiling on the Rangers. If they stay healthy and Leiter and Rocker end up really reaching their potential this year, you're looking at the best rotation in baseball.
I like Rocker a lot.
I like Leiter a lot.
I like Leiter a lot as well. They're both on my must draft list for.
I think
pitchers.
Rocker is going to eventually get converted to like a late inning guy.
Probably. But he's electric.
And he's going to be awesam at it, 100%.
Yeah, he's electric.
5, I got the Yankees. Currently, your rotation is Max Fried, Ryan Weathers, Will Warren, Cam Schittler, whatever the fuck his name is, Clark Schmidt. There's a lot of injuries there, but if you end up with a rotation at some point this year of Garrett Cole, Max Fried, Carlos Rodon, Cam Schittler ends up being what he was in the playoffs for you, and Clark Schmidt or Luis Heel, whoever it may be, that's a nasty rotation.
They have the potential, like the Rangers, to have one of the best rotations in the league.
For sure.
But it's all health dependent. Yeah.
Those two teams ended up at 5 and 6, but they could be 1 and 2. If you just gave me straight, if they are all having a healthy year, they're probably 1 and 2 in the American League.
Totally.
4, I've got the Mariners. I think they're just the most consistent.
They're a good pitching staff, and they didn't make a lot of changes.
They're fantastic. No, they made no changes. Logan Gilbert, Brian Wu, Luis Castillo, George Kirby, Bryce Miller. That got them to where they were last year in the playoffs, and I think it will bring them back there as long as the lineup can hold up.
They're a game from a World Series. Like, you don't change that.
No, and if all those guys are healthy, they kind of faded down the stretch, so I would worry about how late the playoff run went.
Sure. Some of those guys were hurt, though. Like, big time hurt, right?
If at some point your team is negotiating with the Mariners for a pitcher, be happy.
Yeah, I totally agree.
3, I've got you, the Jays. Kevin
Jays.
Gausman, Dylan Cease, Trey Savage, Cody Ponce, Jose Barrios. You also have, why is his name escaping me? Injury, Cleveland.
Oh, Bieber.
Bieber, thank you.
Yep.
I couldn't get Bibby out of my mind, and I knew it wasn't right.
I know.
Bieber, who obviously has the elbow flaring up on him, we'll see what that means for him in the long run. But if Dylan Cease can recover his 2025 and revert back to what he was in 2024, and you add in Gausman, you Savage, who looked incredible in the playoffs, like a top end pitcher in the league. Him, Schlittler, Connolly early, like some of these guys that looked really good at the end of the year, you have to worry about a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
But if they look good through like May, you're like, okay, cool. I have another ace on my team.
Savage could be the real deal.
100%. And if you get top end production out of those 3 guys, like watch the fuck out. And then Barrios is a question mark. I think Bieber's going to come back and be fantastic. The Jays pitching staff is 0 worries.
Yeah, I agree.
2, I've got my Sox. Garrett Crochet, Ranger Suarez, Sonny Gray, Brian Bayo, and Johan Oviedo. Still have a bunch of depth behind that with Cutter Crawford. You have no idea what's going on with Tanner Houck, but I don't really care. Connolly early, Peyton Tolley. One of the best rotations in baseball. We went out and addressed this because we didn't have it last year with fucking Sean Newcomb and Walker Buehler and trading for Dustin May. We were really lacking outside our first 1 or 2 starters, and thank God we got the production from the young guys that we did, but I think we're right at the top. Crochet, Suarez, Gray, Bayo, like that's 4 reliable pitchers. I'm happy with any of those guys taking the bump. Playoffs, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And they better, because the lineup sucks.
Yeah, it wasn't much improvement on the lineup side of things, so.
And then first I had the Tigers. I don't know if you disagree with me, but the addition of Justin Verlander, I talked about it last week. I just have a feeling, man, he's going to revert back. He's going to be nasty. He's good at the end of the year last year. He's going to be good.
He'll be good, and Skubal is playing for his contract. So
yeah, playing for a contract, and he's a 2-time Cy Young winner. He's going to be nasty this year. You got Framber Valdez, who is right on pace with Hunter Brown last year in that Astros rotation, regardless of what may happen behind the scenes. Who knows? Casey Mize was an all-star for you, and Jack Flaherty had a fuck ton of strikeouts. His ERA was just a little high, but he's a good pitcher. You brought him in here to be that. That rotation, if those 5 are healthy and performing, that's the best rotation in the AL. I'll talk about the
100%.
Dodgers at some point, but
yeah, we'll get the NL probably. Well, next week I'm in Indy. I'm in Indy as of Monday, so we'll see what we do next week. Probably do Dodgers next week though. Probably talk a little bit of football.
yeah, I'll get to an NL preview at some point.
Yeah,
but that's my AL rotation rankings. I didn't think we were gonna spend as long on the
we got sucked
Olympics
into a
as
pretty,
we did.
We got sucked into a pretty in-depth curling conversation. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it carried over from the pre-show. It was probably like 45 minutes we've talked about curling.
Electric, absolute, the number one resource for curling. We're gonna get so many curling hits.
I'm with it, dude. You get me on the street, I want to learn. I'm a sponge.
I'm gonna post so many curling shorts, and I need you all to go hype them. Okay, just go hype the curling shorts. Absolutely, go hype them. You got a Stone story? Let's get out of here.
Yeah, so this one's a little different. I don't really particularly know how to go about this, but I'm gonna start with the article. So you may not know this about me, Armchair, but I am well versed in trade safety.
All right.
I had for as much as I bitch about public transport, my freshman year of high school, we had a guy come in to our school to do to do the assembly. He's buddy sweat through his shirt before he even started talking.
Yes.
He told us all about the dangers of trains and how they're apex predators and you never know what direction they're going to come from. These are direct quotes.
I love that one. That one
out of his fucking mind. A 45-degree angle. There's more shrapnel from a train than a grenade. Like these are certified hood classics.
Mm-hmm.
This train I've just discovered in Florida has killed 180 plus people since 2017.
It's living up to its apex predator title. This is the train
Listen,
that kept that guy.
Some people aren't as versed in this subject as I am, so I understand that, like, you know, some are going to slip through the cracks here and there. 180 plus people in less than a decade.
That's a lot of people, isn't it?
That's, unless you're like the government, like somebody's got to intervene. That's a high kill count.
You know what this feels like? It feels like when sharks get people and they're like, you got by the sharks. Like,
What happened was I saw this, a friend of mine sent me this account on Instagram and he was like, what did I just stumble into? And I thought it was fake. The account is Brightline Crash Tracker on Instagram. And it's just 100, what has he got? 131 posts and it's just like Brightline fucking hit another person. The account itself, I think the guy running it is a true piece of shit because he's like celebrating the deaths. I'll give him this, at least he's bringing attention to it. I would have never known that there was this killer train out on the loose.
It's a high-speed passenger rail and is considered the deadliest railroad in the U.S.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking taking people out at an alarming rate. There's serial killers that have killed, like, there's dudes that got the chair that have killed less people than this train.
Although Brightline has invested in safety improvements, critics suggest more fencing and infrastructure upgrades are needed. The
article I saw was like still no safety measures implemented on the Brightline train.
Nope, they don't.
I have a same friend that sent me the account. He's got another friend that he's in the locomotive business, and he was like, "What do you know about this?" He's like, "Oh, that train kills mad people." It's just a well-known fact that this is a murderous train and people are doing nothing about it. Dude.
It's just taking lives day after day.
To this day, anytime I cross a railroad, I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I made it. Thank fuck. Like, I know what kind of dangerous trains are capable of because
you don't know what direction they're coming from, which is
you never know.
Evident.
There's more shrapnel from a train than a grenade.
With the Brightline train.
I'll never forget watching the staff's face as they realized, like, we spent money on this.
On purpose. Like, we did this on purpose. This was a choice.
We paid this guy to come in here.
That's it for tonight. We're going to get out of here.
I'm 14 years old. Like, this guy's sweating through his white shirt. And he hasn't even started talking yet. This is going to be wild.
Nervous as hell. That man is on cocaine and here to talk about train safety. I can't wait to hear this.
Listen, I only know one sect of people that are talking passionately about trains.
and that's where we'll leave it. Next week, Armchair is in Indianapolis, where you will see me live from there. I don't know how we're going to do the show from there, but we'll figure that out. Maybe Dub's running point from his place. We still have a State of Boston Sports coming up.
You guys want me to run a point next week?
Some point. Well, I mean, we'll see.
I'm just gonna legally stream curling onto the thing and get us fucking flagged.
And that's it. So I'll be live a couple of times during the week, talking a little bit of football stuff. I just released a video talking about players to draft for your fantasy baseball. Go check it out. Smash that like, share it. Let me know what kind of other videos you're looking for. I spent some time on that one, so I would appreciate it if you watched.
We've got some ideas and some stuff coming, but if you got suggestions, we'll fucking see what we can do.
We'll always take them.